If I say the words American soldier, what comes to mind?
Bravery, courage,
Skin rashes?
skin rashes, not so much.
Hacking? Wheezing?
You know, that didn't, but maybe I don't know enough about it. I may be missing something there.
Well,
okay.
you might be. And our correspondent, Jay Martell,
Yeah.
he's going to explain it to you.
Okay.
Watch this.
In 1990, the U.S. government came to the men and women of our armed forces with a great deal. Kick Saddam Hussein's ass, and we'll pay you money to do it. Sure, you may have to kill a few hundred Iraqi soldiers and civilians while you're at it, but when you get home, we'll give you a big parade. What a deal. But then, these men and women come back from the Gulf War, and according to the government, they do nothing but complain.
I have memory loss. It's phenomenal. I can have you ask me a question right now and be in the middle of a conversation and forget what we're even talking about.
Over 100,000 of them say they got a bunch of illnesses from being in the Gulf War, which they call Gulf War syndrome.
My spinal fluid's all screwed up, my back's screwed up, my kidney's screwed up, my bladder's screwed up, I got a bleeding brain.
But the U.S. government has refused to pay any of their medical bills, claiming that the Gulf War had nothing to do with their getting sick. And we all know that the U.S. government never lies, right?
Extreme headaches, nausea. I have sore throat. I have sinus infection that never goes away.
Instead, the government has created a new office to deal with Gulf War illness, headed by Bernard Rosker, the guy sleeping on the left. Rosker's department has spent 2 years and $50 million finding bold new ways to ignore the problem. You'd think those whining veterans would be impressed by such an expensive public relations display. But no, they still won't shut up. Fabian Moody is one of those vets who has really gone all out to convince the government that he's sick. Not only has he lost huge amounts of weight and several jobs, he and his wife recently had to declare bankruptcy and sell their house. But the government still isn't impressed.
I got poisoned somehow, and all I want them to do is help us and do what they can. I know they're probably not going to make us better, but give us some kind of quality of life back.
I knew exactly what Fabian and his supposedly sick soldier friends needed. A little tough love.
52, 53.
If these sick vets really wanted to make some money, they were going to have to earn it. How? That was easy. How do all victims of disease make bundles of cash? 2 words: charity race.
Hello and welcome, veterans, to the first annual Gulf War Syndrome Fun Run.
While our veterans took their places at the starting line, to make it interesting, we lined up another group of racers at a starting line in Baghdad. That's right, the enemy. These boys and girls were part of the menace that the U.S. government sent our soldiers to crush. And now, with food and medicine shortages and the continued bombing of their country, they needed some quick cash too.
You're just going to jump out of that and start running.
I don't think so.
According to the Department of Defense, you guys are healthy.
Oh, yeah, I know. I look fine, right?
Are you ready to run, what, like 20, 25 today?
Oh, yeah. 20, 25 feet.
So I've got a severe headache right now. I'm gonna have a hard time with this run.
Be running only in my mind.
Okay, open source?
Yes.
Uncontrollable blood pressure?
Right.
Joint pains?
Yes.
Sleeping disorder?
Yes.
Heart palpitations? Yes. Night sweats? Yes. All right, have a good race. All right, I want a good clean race here. Now some of you are in wheelchairs, try not to use that to your advantage, all right?
Yes, it was stacking up as a race between the conquered and the conquerors.
On your marks, get set, go.
All right, look at them go.
And it looks to me like the conquerors could have used a little more stretching. But look at those kids go. It's going to take more than a little dirty water and constant bombing to keep those plucky Persians down.
Come on, guys, hustle it up. Come on, shake it off. It's all in your head. Let's go. He says you're not sick. You can't be sick, can you? Move it. All right, pain pills. All right, water. Keep it going. Let's go.
Help! My foot's cramped. My toes.
Wait.
I can't even walk the rest of the race.
Okay, all right.
Okay, the rest of you, let's keep going.
Well, at the rate these guys were going, I had time to sign up some more pledges. And what better place to start than the headquarters of the Veterans Administration, the government agency that's refused to pay sick vets' medical bills.
Wondered if you'd like to sponsor a Gulf War veteran for a 25-mile run?
No. Not right now.
No?
I don't think we need them to have them out running.
Well, what else should they do? I mean, they're not getting any help from you guys.
They should be getting help, and they should be.
Well, in the meantime, would you be interested in, I'll put you down. Well, look, normally I ask for $1 a mile, but how about just 100% compensation?
Let's check back with the race. While the veterans were starting to hit the wall at checkpoint 2, those Iraqi boys and girls were still going strong. Man, if only our government had given some of those anthrax shots to the enemy.
Hi, Mr. Rosker.
I've got some vets running in a Gulf War fun run that I've put together.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in sponsoring one of them.
Why don't you let me take that and I can get back to you on it? You get a phone number
that's
where
good.
I can reach
Because,
you?
you know, they went and fought for oil. We can at least get them a few bucks.
I don't sign petitions on the street.
It's not a petition. It's a Gulf War fun run. Do you think we've done enough?
I think we are trying to do all we can. We take the concerns of Gulf veterans very seriously.
Excuse me. I guess the short-term memory that most veterans have from the syndrome is really helping you guys out. If you just could sponsor, sir. If it's a matter of money, they're not going to run very far. Let's go. Come on. I want to see you back out there. All right, next group, come on in. Don't puke in the masks, all right? We don't have that many of them. Breathe heavily, breathe steadily, but not for longer than 30 seconds, okay? We got to keep this race rolling.
The race was really heating up. The Iraqi children shrugged off international sanctions to sprint ahead, while the Gulf War veterans huffed tankfuls of oxygen and chipped away at their lead.
Come on, how much oxygen do you need? Okay, guys, come on, come on, come on. No time to look at any of your friends' graves, all right? Look alive, let's go. Home stretch, guys, home stretch.
Then, with a sudden burst of Yankee bravado, the Gulf War vets surged forward towards the finish line. As for those Iraqi kids, it seems that a shortage of finish lines in Iraq means that they're still out there running somewhere. At least they won't be sitting ducks for our next bombing mission. Back in the U.S., it was time to honor our winners. It was a stirring ceremony. Okay, it's true, there wasn't any pledge money. And yes, the medals were made of plastic. But these Gulf War veterans were really good sports. I guess they know better than anyone that sometimes the glory has to be enough.
Well, that's about all the time we have here on the show tonight. I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to watch next week our final show in this series. We'll be back then. Thanks a lot for watching, and good night from New York City.